as soon as it decides to grace us with its live little presence.
I'm excited.
Okay, I think we should be live. So hello to anybody who is watching the replay, any of that stuff. Let's see. Okay. So we are here today to talk about Devil's Daughter by Lisa Kleypas in the Ravenels series. Weston Phoebe, or not Phoebe, sorry.
Yes.
I'm blinking. No, yeah, Phoebe. Okay, I was like, wait, why does that not sound right? I was thinking of Pandora.
I kept switching them when I was reading, though, too.
Yeah. So excited. If you're here, let us know in the comments. Yay, hello. Okay, good. Yay, everybody's here. So excited to talk about this one.
I want to hear about everyone's thoughts. I want to hear from first-time readers like me.
Yes. Yeah, definitely let us know in the comments if you've read it before, if it was your first time. Let us know what you rated, all that type of stuff. And then we'll go around too, I guess. Should we start with you, Tiffany, or end with you?
Oh,
since you're the first.
You can start with me. This is my first time reading it, and I gotta say, I'm so happy that we chose to do this from the Wallflowers through, because I really got a lot of the full cast moments that I wanted to see. Although I loved the last book, this was definitely, I think this is my favorite in the series so far. And I keep laughing because I think that just keeps happening. They keep just getting better and better. I loved getting to see Sebastian as a father. I loved Phoebe and West. I just felt like it was a good second chapter for the both of them. And it was also hilarious as to why she was not feeling him in the beginning, and just the full arc of both of them. This felt like a second chance without it being a second chance. It was just it felt like a mature romance. We had a single mom situation going on, and I guess we've seen him redeemed, but I just really liked their undeniable chemistry. And I think that this is going to be a book I hold up where just right now, and talking about the kind of steam that I like to read, she definitely nails it on just the emotion between them and making it very sweet. And then, there's also some sorrowful, steamy scenes in here too. So I lapped this up, and we got to see the gang. We got to see everybody. And it was lovely. If this was, I don't know, the 5th or 6th season, I would be happy. So it had all of the things. I can't wait to discuss. So yeah, first time reader, 5 stars.
Yay.
Yay. I love it.
B, you want to go next?
I would love to. So yeah, I'll hold mine too while I talk. I love it. So this is my, I think, 4th reading of this. So my 3rd read, and this is the first time that I'm saying 6 stars. I can't believe it. It's just
some confetti.
Like Tiffany was just saying, I'm echoing the terms of the spice was absolute perfection. It was just absolutely everything I wanted. I loved the ensemble cast. In the past, I feel like I've been a little bit disappointed because I wanted Wes to be funnier. I felt like he was going to be funnier, but I feel like because of the heaviness of the plot, it calls for him to be more than just a funny guy, and so I loved the sardonic ways that he is, but I thought that he was just perfection. Yeah, and like you were saying, the ensemble cast, and I just loved seeing all of them. Also, I have to say, hilarious that, again, poor Simon. They just sort of mention him. Simon, yeah.
Oh, my friend who built that thing.
Except Simon will just be and then, of course, Matthew Swift. I'm I didn't even mention him. I thought that was funny. But I tell you what, I had the best time reading this, and I've been looking forward to today since I finished this, and I'm just so excited to talk all about it.
Oh, yay! Yes. I love that.
So I actually have a thought about a previous book, because I have not been able to be here for the past couple of months. I was not here for the Devil in Spring live show, and I was not here for the Hello Stranger live show. And I have to say, right here, right now.
What are you going to say?
B, yes! I really enjoyed Hello Stranger a lot more upon reread.
Mm.
Yes.
I did.
Yes.
I did. Wait, did I give it 5 stars? Definitely at least 4.5 this time. But anyway.
Oh, I'm so happy.
Yes.
You and Christy.
Christy stayed the same now.
I surprised Christy because I was like 5 stars. She was like,
I was like 3.
Oh, I'm
Hello
so happy,
Stranger.
Rachel. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Yes, I had to say that right here and right now because we've got that book's #1 fan right here. So, you know, I had to, I had to bring it up.
Makebee's Day.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
Yes. So this is my first time rereading the first 5 books of this series. We were just talking right before we went live. I have not read Chasing Cassandra or Devil in Disguise yet. And I'm also like not quite done this reread. I have like this little chunk left that I couldn't quite finish before we had to go. But I mean,
there was a fire. No, that's just kidding.
Oh, right. Of course. A fire and like a suspense murder.
Kidnapping.
And
yeah. Classic Lucy Kleypas antics.
Right. But yeah, this one I feel like no, I would say Devil in Spring is also like, well, Devil in Spring had the drama towards the end, but like, and this has drama too, obviously, but what I want to say is that I feel like this is just a delight. When I think of this book, I just think, what a delightful little historical romance this was.
Yeah.
You know, and it really just reads like a breath of fresh air.
Yeah.
You know, while there are heavier topics discussed, like I'm sure we'll get into, the lasting image in my mind of this book is like scenes when they're like touring the farm and like the grounds of Evansby Priory, and you know it's Phoebe and West and Sebastian and Justin, and like that's like the most vivid scene in my mind, even from the first time that I read it a couple of years ago. And so yeah, it's such a delight, and just like a perfect balance of a romance too. Like you've got emotions, you've got fun, you've got like, I don't know, you've got all of it. So
yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay, well, this is similar to B. I think I've read it 4 or 5 times now. I love this book. It's one of my all-time favorite Lisa Kleypas books. So it's definitely 5 stars for me. It's like the perfect book. I love it so much, which is why I was like, I want this one on my channel because I love it so much. I just love this book. I feel like they're so perfect. Like everything that you guys said, I love, of course, because I love Sebastian. So any Sebastian and Evie moments with their children's books, like I love it. Yeah. I love seeing West, like his character growth throughout, you know, that we've seen, and just him kind of like sliding into their life, into her son's life, his little chats with Sebastian, because I feel like they, you know, are like so similar. It's just so perfect. Yes. Like what Rachel was saying, that scene at the when her son goes to chase the cat into the field and all of that, like that scene lives rent free in my mind, like all the time I think about that scene. And so I love this book so much. So I'm so excited that everybody else loved it too. I'm so excited.
Yay!
Okay, let's see what people said in the comments.
I love that. I think one of my favorite lines was when Sebastian says to him, "It's just a thing of the world where the worst men win, the best women. Just get over it." And
I love that part too.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Almost 6 stars. Okay.
Oh yes.
Okay, I love that everybody was rereading this with us.
Yes.
Yay. Okay, let's see.
Oh, Phoebe and West met. Oh, yes. Yes.
Yeah.
It makes me smile too. It really is a bright spot in the series. Just overall, yeah.
And
I
absolutely.
love this comment. I love it because it's like it's clear that she put all the feels in.
Yeah.
Yes.
She loves them for sure. Yeah. It's so fun. Like any of the times when they show up, it's fun to see. And like we got to see more of the siblings in here too, like Phoebe's other siblings, and she talks about them more, which was fun. Sorry, go ahead, B.
Oh no. Well, piggybacking
that was
off
it.
That, can we get? I need a Raphael book. I need a Serafina book. I need an Ivo book. Especially Raphael, because we haven't even met him.
I know. Yeah.
This is all going in the pitch email for her to start publishing indie. We have to go rogue. There needs to be an Olivia Pope of historical romance and get this together. She's got so many things she could write.
Well, even they mentioned like the Westcliffs
live shows. Like
the Westcliffs in here and all of their children too. Like we've got see more of their kids because they talk about all of the rest of theirs. It's like where are all these spinoffs? We need them all.
Yeah,
like, just keep going. Yes.
Yeah, I love that. I love the way they interacted, like with Phoebe and who she calls him Fox. Like I'm just trying to envision like a Marcus lookalike, like a mini me kind of deal, and she calls him Fox. I just love that. I love it.
In this book, like all the wedding was in this book, so everyone was there.
I love that.
I really love. I was like, this is great. Like,
I could not remember for the life of me which book held the scene where two guys go to Jenner's and talk to Sebastian. And that when I because I knew it was in here somewhere and I could not remember for the life of me. And then I saw it in here. I was like, thank goodness, finally. Because I love the way Sebastian takes over. I mean, that whole scene, that's another one that lives rent-free in my head, where Tom Severin's like, surely I don't know why people are always telling me things. And, he's like, you forgot to put the, whatever the thing is, I don't know what it's called on the back.
Oh, yeah, cock the barrel first.
Yeah. Like you forgot to do that, But when Sebastian says to West, he goes, let's get through this. You're going to tell me things about your past. I'm going to be unimpressed. And I was like, this is so perfect. And he alludes to all the things he's done. And I'm just thinking, because we know them so well. I'm just like, I know some of the things. I remember.
We know what you've been up to.
I know. And he's like, I'm not going to spill my tea to make you feel better. I'm just going to tell you.
Here's Devil in Winter. Read it.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
He's so good.
Yeah.
So fun. Yes, I was gonna say. So, Mary isn't this one because she's best friends with Phoebe.
Yeah,
everything's full circle. This is where I'm like, okay, reading this. I mean, even from the beginning with things that we don't know, I just thought it was hilarious. Of course, she was her husband's bully when they were kids, and already, it's not his. It's that part of his past that has her. Like I thought that was really clever, but it just felt like, this is why we read the series. This is why I love historicals. And this is why everybody being in here and seeing how they're all connected and just one big happy family. Like even we had Ethan in this one coming in to help out. It's just like, it's those things that I absolutely love.
That was the most important, the most critical scene of the book when Ethan We've all got it bookmarked.
The whole plot would have been lost without that.
I know.
I love it.
Even Wes said, I know someone that could go above everyone else and get it done discreetly.
Yes,
exactly. They always have a guy to do this and that, and like
you gotta have that.
We need a train. We got a guy. We got a guy for this.
Yeah, I'm not over the train. Luxury. Every single time they're in that train, I'm just like, oh
yeah.
I know. I love it so much. Did you guys listen to the book? Who listened?
I did.
I heard this one. Yeah.
I know.
I read half of it because I got this from the library. First of all, I could not get a physical copy of this with like a step back. Like I got one and it was ruined.
Oh no!
It had a different cover on it, which I thought was weird. I wish I had it on me. I'm in California right now. And then I tried to order like another one. I hope when it comes, it has a step back. So I just went to the library. And so I started it like just physically, and then I had a road trip. I listened to like the last 2 hours, and I wish I would have listened to the entire thing because it was just the audio are so good.
Yeah,
they are. So
the audios are so good for these.
I noticed though that Mary Jane Wells cranks Ethan's accent, his Irish brogue, up to like an 11.
She's got to bring it out again. Yeah.
I did hear
more Irish
because whenever a character makes a cameo, she's got to like crank up their
amp it up. Yeah.
And did you notice Lillian did not have an American accent?
Did she not?
She had like a kind of mixture of both, which I was like, maybe that's because she's been living in England for so long now.
I know.
There it is.
She now has a Mid-Atlantic.
Yeah.
I was like, well, this is different. Oh,
I know. I love those moments with like Lillian and Westcliff, and of course them talking about all of their children and Phoebe saying how close she is with them. It's just so good, and like that's what it reminds me of. Yes, a lot of like Lorraine Heath books, because she'll have second gen and like the families all being friends. Like that's what I love so much.
Yeah.
There's so many knots, and I also like how she wrote Justin. I like how she wrote her children. Like that was you kind of got, I really enjoyed it on the carriage ride when we're just like first starting there, how you kind of see the kind of man that he was through the son. He's very matter of fact. I think like Wes says like, oh, you lost your father too. And he goes, I didn't lose him. He's in heaven. Just like he was just so cute and very like matter of fact with his mom, but like so loving. I really liked that. I liked how Justin was written. He was cute on the page.
Oh, he was so cute.
Yeah, this part that Wes, like you can see as soon as Phoebe's talking about the book and he like stops and it says like he kind of, is like thinking about it because he has the book obviously that he took from her first husband when they were like in boarding school together. And I love that he then brings it back to her and says like, I actually loved the book and would have loved to have talked to him about it, but I knew I couldn't at the time because of, how he treated him and everything, which was so sad, but also just like felt very real. And like Phoebe realizing that, I think somebody else mentions to her, like, that's kind of what boys are doing and what kids are doing. Like, they're kind of bullies, finding their places. Like, and she realizes that he didn't like hate him. That was part of growing up,
Yeah. And I love that too, because I like when she uses things like that, because we get the background of it. We get to see the like letters and we get to hear about their past and we hear about the book, but then him putting the X's on the book that he gives her as I'm sorry, like, for making a fool of like making light of like what our connection. I love how you put the X's there that could have been like the markings, because he enjoyed that she was basically annotated the book. Like that's also why I really loved that book too. I thought that was so sweet. It's a good like
so sweet. I loved that.
Okay.
I love when Sebastian sent him to the penthouse to sleep it off, and then in the morning basically tells him you have no excuse for that. And my favorite part of that is he tells the footman, make sure he's cleaned up before you put him on the furniture. I was like, I love Sebastian so much.
Sebastian,
that was
so
great. That was
well.
Great.
I'm thinking about. I really liked the last book because our heroine was like ahead of her time. But I was sitting here because I was listening and reading. So, I was just so proud of her. Okay. Yes. Because when she finally, I expected her. I like that Wes saw that all of her, right? But I was just so proud of her asking for the ledgers, her telling him to get out, her being clear with Edward, like this isn't happening. And even before that, of course, wanting to like carry out her husband's wishes, but like slowly being able to like course correct and like think for herself and like use her voice even through all of the times. I really was like so freaking proud of her. Like when she stuck up at the end, I was like, this is so great. And even before, I think it was even before she found out what was going on with the ledgers, realizing that talking to her, the dowager, her like mother-in-law, her mother-in-law, and saying that like, I have to make the decision of who I marry next for me. Like I've got to be okay with that. I was just so, I loved those moments with her.
Same.
Those were like huge moments, and I thought that was great. And I like that he saw that all about her. I think there's like a beautiful line where he talks about how strong she was, how like she's embarrassed that she wasn't more involved or doesn't know about the land, and he's like, you were dealing with so much, an ailing husband, children, and just was able to like talk about all that she was. And she's like, how do you know that? And just those moments of showing that he saw her, I loved that. But she really was like a woman of her time, but like she did that. I was so happy that she stood on what she thought and really advocated for her son, and herself. That was those are like some of my favorite moments. Really.
Yeah, I agree. Because it's almost like where she didn't know before and she never thought of it like that. And so once he explains like you're protecting this land and for your son's, inheritance and for the people who live there, then she's like, starts to clue in and like starts to, instead of being like, oh, it doesn't matter to us, like, she actually takes it on and wants to learn from West as well.
Isn't that such a sexy scene where they're going
Yeah.
over? I liked the first dinner because she was not happy. So just like all the moments that they were together, like that's how he would do a dinner, just like the jokes and enjoying it and describing the food. I was like, sexual.
Yeah.
And he's like describing all of the food, and it made me think of the first book where like he had his thing like at breakfast, like how he is a man that appreciates, you know, his bacon and like the layers and the food. I loved that.
Yeah, that's part right here, the shaving scene. I remember that scene too. So good.
Swedish version. Oh yeah, how about her like, oh, I'll just bring him Henry's, and everyone's like, what?
Yeah.
That was great.
Yes, feel free to look down my chemise.
Yeah.
I loved that.
That was a great scene. That was such a great scene.
Which I feel like with Phoebe, like you can tell like who her parents are and also the influences of all the wallflower women in her life. I feel like that's why she's more willing to speak up and like, you know, really knows her place and like, or knows the place she wants in the world and what she deserves, you know, and like her, just all of them being her, like, you know, kind of like aunts and influencing her life.
Yeah, it's like it's almost like this soft strength that like Evie has. You know, I think that Phoebe, from what we know of all of their kids, Phoebe might be the most like Evie, like personality-wise.
Well, and you see it in the portrait. Remember when he's looking at their portrait and you see that they're all sort of poised on, you know, and posed. And then she's like leaning over the back of the chair, whispering something. Or I just thought that was
it's so sweet.
To connect them, the two of them. So cool.
Yeah.
And she felt so deeply. Like I think I really liked the flirty and the tension and like the steamy moments because they do have like a different tone to them. Because like after like I just kept feeling like he got her mentally with just he was willing to sit down with her and teach her everything. And like I felt like, oh my God, this is such a like faded moment because his whole journey on the land and approaching it a different way and like all this knowledge, he is like perfectly poised to just show her and help her with this. And the fact that he was willing to do that after in that moment, I loved that scene between them because it's very hot, but I liked how right after she kind of articulates why it's so hurtful that he acted as if it was nothing. Like it's her first encounter and like you really feel that blow like instantly that just like snapped off. He doesn't get any more of her light after that. I think they had like a dinner afterwards and she just kept like what did he say? She just dealt with him as much as she needed to not catch, you know, any questions about it. But I really liked how we had those moments too. And even like after when I hate to say gender bent, but like it's kind of a role reversal where like Phoebe's willing to take scraps. Fine, you don't want forever. Like you can at least be mine while you're here. I love that. I was like, this woman is getting after it. I just absolutely adored that. So it's like, it's sweet and it's sexy, but it's also sad because like Wes isn't ready, you know?
Yeah.
The steam is phenomenal in this.
It is.
Yeah. Like I had forgotten how much time passes like when she had left after the first initial like bits being with him at the farm and then going home and she's dealing with Edward and all of the ledgers and stuff. Like I thought it had only been like a few days or weeks, but like I think it's at a couple months, right?
It's 3 months.
That was essentially when Hello Stranger takes place.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, so that's enough time for him to grow that beard.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
And to be
but it was nice having them separate so she could kind of deal with everything and kind of take charge of her life and all those like finances with the farm instead of like him coming in, saving the day, rescuing her. Like it was fun that she figured it out and took it upon herself to like keep asking questions and keep being like, where are these ledgers? Like I want to see them. You know?
I know. And I liked how like clearly she had gone through a change and comes back to the situation. And I like how we see like markers of that. She renovates the home. Like that's a big deal. Like she starts doing these things and being like, okay, we've got to like change it. Like you can see that she's changed because she's trying to like change and take control of her environment. I like that too. I didn't even think about him not coming in and swooping and them really needing that time.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And our focus is on her, not so much him.
Yeah.
At the time. I really like that.
Right.
It's a good point.
because I feel like we've already seen him grow and change since the first book with Cold Hearted Rake. Like he's already changed. He's started taking on the estate. And so, yeah, this was her needing her time to figure out her own stuff. You know, she had things to get in the line.
I also like the Sebastian moments. So like we gotta talk about how I like, so in the end, he makes it clear, I never liked Edward, his influence on her finances and like the position that he's trying to have, but I've just stayed out of it. Like from the beginning, I just was tickled that the whole like bull incident, like them walking and touring the estate and everything, he liked West from the beginning. I love that. You know, and I think I think Phoebe gets upset with Sebastian because he kind of pushes and says, you need a man like that. Not Edward. I don't want him losing my presence.
Yeah.
What's he gonna do?
Right.
Well, even he gets into like, they kind of get into a little argument or familial tiff, like when he kind of makes some comments about her marriage with Henry, like her first husband. And she's like, whoa, like, what are you saying? He's like, don't get it twisted. Like, I loved him, but I knew that like even Henry himself didn't want them to settle down and get married. Like I thought it was interesting that he pushed her away when they were children of like wanting to get married. Cause he's like, listen, I'm not healthy and like not going to be around forever. And so I liked the moment with Sebastian. He's like, no, I loved that man. Like he was the sweetest person, but like you need a man like this over here, you know?
Yeah.
I love that.
I did.
Yeah. Just seeing his relationship with his daughter was so sweet.
Oh yes.
And does he call her Redbird or what does he call her?
Redbird.
Yeah,
he and Gabriel both call her that. Yeah.
And it's like, it was a whole family affair because I thought it was super sweet too, where you have like the Evie and like Sebastian moment where like they recount, like, what did you say to her? You know?
Yeah. I love
I love that. Hurry up and unbutton or you're losing another dress.
I love that.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So good. They're just so good. Any moment with them together.
Her sweet Sebastian.
Yeah, I love them.
It was just, those are so good. So
and then the end of that scene, like Evie says something about like, oh, like, well, you're trying to manipulate the situation. And he's like, no, what I'm doing is like, you know, basically manipulating. He words it in a different way. And he's like, and that is parenting.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. I love it. They're just so good seeing them as parents because we already got to see them, you know, be in love and now them using kind of the same things on their children.
Yeah.
And I liked Merritt too. I was like, okay, I can see Lillian in her. Like when she's like, well, he's looking pretty good over there. I don't see the issue.
Yes, I love her.
I love the way Mary Jane Wells has her talk. Oh, he's got a smile like a summer day.
Oh, I wasn't.
I love that line.
Oh my God. I gotta.
That's so funny.
That's so good. Okay, let's see. Yes, his relationship with her sons.
Oh my
God. That
God.
moment when after the bowl scene and he goes to talk to Justin, and at first, like, she's taken aback. She's like, what's this man about to say to my child and like discipline him? Excuse me.
Like,
he's like, no, listen. Yeah, he dealt with it so well. I feel like let him know you shouldn't have done that. Like, get an adult, but also like in a nice way, you know, instead of like attacking him.
It was so sweet. We could always get another animal, not another little boy.
Yeah, it's like, you're precious. The kitten will be fine.
When he goes, did someone let a horse in the house?
Oh yeah.
I mean, I don't know how Phoebe resisted him after that. I would have been like, let's go.
Like at the beginning of the book, Wes says something like, I'm not good with children or something.
Yeah.
I'm like, that couldn't be further from the truth. He's very
so ridiculous.
He had a very natural way with both Justin and Stephen. Like,
and even like the baby, because like, I love how she describes the baby. Like, there were his chubby cheeks on him. And he's like, I was like, oh my God.
When he's crying and he just takes him over. Yeah.
Yes.
It's so good.
So sweet.
I remember Justin, he's like, well, maybe you should use grandma's perfume because she always smells like cake. And if you smell like cake, Wes will want to marry you.
Yeah. That's so sweet. I love it.
Thinking of Stephen.
I love.
Oh, what?
Oh, no, go ahead.
Well, just silly. Thinking of Stephen the baby, that was the only time I wasn't like super like hardcore for Phoebe when she's like, put the cat in the pram. I'm like, don't put the cat in the pram. Wasn't you? Don't put the cat in there. Look.
Oh my God.
That cat.
That cat. I can't.
Black cat.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
was
the,
a
they
real
have
Halloween.
galoshes, or what did they name it?
Galoshes, and of course they
Yeah.
call her the Trojan cat. I
Yes.
cried
I
laughing.
cracked up at that part. I forgot about that.
Trojan cat with
She has her
kittens.
whole brood now of kittens. Yeah. It's so fun.
Perfect. So perfect.
Yeah. But I was gonna say, I love when authors like write children that it makes them seem real, and like the moments that people have with them, instead of just like they're like a placeholder over there, like, oh, it's a single mom, her kid's just standing there like the whole day, you know,
Yeah,
like this
come
kid
on.
is interactive. Yeah.
Getting into stuff, causing things active
Yes.
on the page, like yes.
Yeah.
And
And makes
age
sense for like their
appropriate.
age. Yes.
Sometimes it's not age appropriate at all. I'm like, how old is this kid supposed to be?
Yeah.
It also does. I always think, even on television, I don't like this too. It's like I think it does a disservice of the single parent. If then when the kids are just props, I'm like, can we show how much work they're doing? Just parents in general. Can you show how much it is? Like, so I loved the kids. I loved it, and he was so good with them.
Yes, he was.
Yeah.
Yes, he was.
Yeah.
Oh, remember when he said he went to Winterborns and got to go to the whole toy section? That's what I mean. It's little stuff like that where they're like, oh, that's so cool. Like he got to go to Winterborns and just get us gifts. Oh my God.
Yeah, so sweet. Because I think, is this the first single parent romance like in the Wallflowers, Hathaways, and now this series? It is, right?
I think it is.
I think so.
Because Catherine, those weren't her children.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
The only thing
nice to see
is when Helen takes in her half sister at the end of the book.
True.
That's the closest thing I can think of.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Leo's like a child to Amelia.
It's true. Amelia had to raise all those children. Yeah.
Especially women parenting. Okay.
Cam and Amelia had a lot to deal with.
Yeah. With all of her siblings.
All of them, yes.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I promise I'd never propose to you. And then married.
Yeah.
Oh my God. That's what I'm saying. She just did some cute stuff up in this book. I was like,
last line too, where she's like, he goes, there's someone's out there, the perfect man you deserve is probably searching for you. And then she goes, let's hurry then, we can be married before he gets here.
Yeah, it's so sweet.
There was a lot of
this book has a lot of heart in it.
Yeah, he needed to be wooed. West needed to be wooed. And I kind of like that he was, because he was the hero where I always say I love a hero that's like, I'm not good enough for you, but I don't care. That's Sebastian. Yes. But West like needed the push, you know, like because he had really like reformed. And like I like that he kind of needed to be wooed, and like that Phoebe got to do it.
Yeah, and like I feel like his self-deprecation and stuff, like it never got annoying to me. Like it never got, sometimes like it can be too much. And then it's like, all right, just kiss already. Come on.
Yeah, you know? I was wondering why that wasn't annoying me. You're so right. I'm like, normally I would have been like, come on, Wes, what do you mean you can't marry her? Like this is, we're hitting the same beats. But she somehow made it, the argument changed each time. The reason
I agree.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what it was, is that it wasn't the same exact argument or the same exact thing that he would say like over and over and over again. Right. Yeah.
And then he did get over it, because as soon as Sebastian was like, here, she's here, he was like, I'm never going to be able to leave her again. Like, this is, I'm done. Like, and his meddling, I love, I knew another thing with the way that she marks things. The fact that he's hanging out with Tom Severin. Like, you know, he's it's down bad, it's low. Like, you know. I was like, oh, you're up in here, right? And not Simon, like Tom. I was just like, really? That's how I knew. I was like, oh, he's relapsing. We're drinking. We're having the whole thing.
You
like,
know,
You're not even my third best friend.
Yeah. Like, he looks like him. Grubby. Like, he doesn't even look as good as Tom does to get into Jenner's. Like, what's going on? What?
Right?
Yeah.
Another thing I love that we get to see a lot of in this book is the brotherly bond between Devon and West.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Devon seems so cool and collected in this.
Yes.
The man of the manor. Just like,
shocking hints. Like, why shouldn't you get married and have a family and have the same thing? Why shouldn't you get paid for all of the work that you're doing? I love that. He just spoke life into his brother.
Yes.
And I love that.
Yeah.
That older brother energy.
Which is why he was so jealous when he came home. He's like, "What are you doing all shaved up and cleaned up and talking to my girl and giggling and on the farm and what's going on?" So like, I just love that he's tuned in, and that was so sweet for him to like drop. He kept bringing it up, like, "Well, what about Phoebe? Like, what's going?" Everybody could see him seething.
Yeah. Well, this is an interesting one. Would you say he's alpha or beta? Ooh, I don't know.
I feel like beta. I would personally.
Okay.
I would call him like cinnamon roll.
Battling the line. Yeah.
I don't even like use the term like beta.
Yeah.
Unless I'm reading an Omega verse.
It's true. Yeah.
I'm thinking like in like outside of bookish like land, when I think of an alpha, I think what is misconstrued about them is like, yes, they're highly masculine, but alphas are also pack builders. And so like I see him being very much that. And when he goes down and he's willing to talk to the man across from him, whether he's a farmer or not, because he has a job to do, he's willing to learn. He's willing to like arm her with knowledge. He's very alpha in that like a respect. But I think I like our bookish terms of calling, characters like cinnamon rolls or like alpha mellows.
Yes.
He can pull back, and he did need to be wooed. And he was just completely laid down flat by his feelings for her. He didn't want to overstep. He didn't want to cast a shadow on her or her boys because of his past. And so I think he was a good like mix. But he's definitely an alpha. Like that man is a pack builder. That man is a leader, just in a different way without being like aggressive.
And in that vein, he reminds me a lot of Marcus, actually. Very similar, like the goals and the standpoint that they're thinking from.
It's like a good mix of Sebastian and Marcus. Then I feel like character,
because Edward doesn't have any moments an alpha. Edward was pissing me off on the page. Like I was like, I just wanted her to. There was a little bit where I wanted it to be a little bit longer, and I'm like, okay, Tiffany, chill out. I wanted it. I thought like this is abrupting Inley, like too quick. Like I need to see Edward's demise. I need to see him destitute. I need to see him like. But she whittled him down to. I like how even Ethan pointed it out, how she was able to like feel for that girl, that young girl who's just been cast out by him. The fact that he had to basically maneuver the situation and keep her under his thumb like that. I couldn't stand it. And I do like that we get to see his father and see how he treats Phoebe and like what she would have been choosing. Like it's just it's crazy.
So when you were reading it, since this was your first time reading it, what did you think like was gonna happen? Like, why was he not bringing her the books? Did you think he like had another house up? Did you think Edward was just stealing money from her?
I thought he was stealing money.
Yes.
Yeah, that's obvious.
Originally.
Yeah, I thought he was siphoning money from the accounts, and that he needed to marry her to cover up that fact and to continue to do it.
Yeah,
that's what I thought. And
that's what.
I was like, I didn't think that, to be honest. No, that's a misogynistic take. I was gonna say, I'll just say it. I didn't think he had it in him to have a whole nother family. Like I didn't think he was working it like that. Okay, I didn't think Edward was doing all of that. Okay, right. And that reveal just showed how just his mindset. Like at some point, there's no excuse of like being a man of your time. Like the fact that she pointed out, so he did nothing wrong, but this girl that was 17, by the way. Okay, that he took advantage of, talking about falling for her, and then blames her for keeping a child. He goes ahead and steals the money, and we don't even know if Henry really knew that. This is what he said.
That's what I want to know.
Say that next.
Did he know?
He says he knew. Edward says Henry knew, and that's what I think even Phoebe kind of grapples with that, and she's like, it would be kind of the time, like the thinking from other fellow men of the time. Yeah. But like, did he actually?
And then that makes it worse. Was it selfless that you were at his deathbed? Did you feel guilty? Did you need that, like, okay and that blessing? Were you just there for that? That's what that felt like. It made it even worse if he had known, because if he found out, I could see him telling him about this, like, when he's at his lowest and towards his end, and maybe, like, Henry accepting it and saying, you know, and that's why he said that to Phoebe, like, go ahead and marry him to fix it, you know, but, like, I'm sure he didn't know as it was going down. You know, if it was true at all, because that was a lot. That made it even worse, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I was just like, this is, but I didn't think that. So she got me. I just thought he's been spending the money.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. Just taking advantage of Phoebe's money or their estate's money.
Even on reread, I was taken by surprise. So, like, shows how much I remember. But
I get surprised with every reread. I'm like, what?
Yeah. The drama.
Yeah. And he was a little snibbling, like, to come up with his own, like, decipher of the books on top of that. Like, really?
I know.
So he knew it.
He was the polar opposite of West in that way. You know, talking about how West didn't believe he was good enough. Whereas Edward's like, you know, I'm too good for her, but I'm good enough for you. And, you know, and when you said you needed more, I could have watched her take him down a peg for several more pages, minimum, at least.
Right.
She's like, no, you're not yourself. And she's like, I am more myself than I have ever been. I was like, clapping.
That little punk, you go in there with a gun. Oh no, this sniveling punk goes to her father to force her into marrying, thinking Sebastian's gonna go for that. I was like, I need to see him in debtor's prison. I need to see him. I need to see her inherit all his stuff. Like, I was so excited.
Yes.
Also, who does he think he is trying to mess with, like, Sebastian?
I was like, okay.
There's a scene we need. We need that scene, right?
Got that. Yeah.
I needed that. I wanted to see him peddle that act towards, well, this is what you need to talk some sense into your daughter. Excuse me?
I feel like he would have been entering Jenner's and we never saw him again.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Like,
that's
come
so
with
true.
me.
I'm like,
We got
how
to
did
place
Sebastian
Tony Cross
even
that
leave?
people just disappear.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I think something that I was just thinking about, I feel like there's like a softness and an approachability to West that to me is kind of unique in terms of Lisa Kleypas's heroes. I'm not sure, like, I'm thinking back on like all of the books that we've read together and discussed, and like, is there a hero that like kind of that matches him in that way? Like, I don't know. I feel like a lot of people would compare him to Leo because of his like irreverence and
like
humor
changing
and character development and stuff. But yeah, I think that's what makes him so lovable and so endearing.
And he loved women too. Like the way he talked to Dr. Garrett, like he gave her all of her flowers, all of her praises. He gave Kathleen, like, so I love a fictional man and a real man that just appreciates women.
Yeah.
Like that's always gonna get me. And then he was the one that needed to be wooed. Wasn't he talking about how he writes poetry? He was just like,
I love that part.
He is
so fun.
He is great.
I love that line.
Where she's like, remember when all the men did that? And he's like, I write poetry. That's so good. She's like, oh. I'm sure yours is amazing.
He is too much. I feel
like, I think he is unique in the heroes from these last 3 series we've read.
Yeah.
Which, like, maybe more of the time too, because now it's like getting closer to kind of the turn of the century. So like the Wallflower guys, I feel like they all felt the same, but they were 20 years prior to this. So maybe like more of the influence of the time, you know, influencing them. Where West is changing, you know, he's willing to change with the times, with the aristocracy and the estates and all of that, you know.
Yes.
Yeah,
I see what you mean. She's like, that's why I brought up like beta.
Oh, yeah,
because it's like, and I don't necessarily think that's like he's definitely softer. Yeah. One thing I wanted, because so this is my first time reading it. One scene that scared me, and I'm like, is this where like Lisa's gonna bring in the peril? Because remember where he says, I need to sleep alone, basically. And he goes back to the cottage. She goes back to her room. And in the middle of the night, she says that she needs to get up and just go over there and check on him, right? So she gets up and goes over there. And when she goes into the cottage, it's dark. she cannot see who's like grabbing her and I was hoping that it was West. That scared me. I thought it was gonna be Edward after, like, or something like that.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. I was really scared, and thank God it was like he whispered to her, and then it was that. But in the beginning of that scene, I was a little nervous because she's going over there in the dark. He told her not to come, and then like he pulls her in and pushes her up and pulls up her shimmies, and I'm like, is this gonna be? I'm like, Lisa. I was a little like scared.
Lisa.
I was like, Lisa, really? Is this gonna be like I'm gonna like take it and then kidnap you moment? Like,
Forced, I could see that. Mm-hmm.
I thought it was gonna be that, so I'm so glad that it wasn't, because I was like, I guess this is sexy, but I got scared. Like, I had to calm down and like settle into it. Like,
we know she loves to add some extra bits in there, last minute peril.
I didn't know, and I knew that he was gonna do something. So I knew Edward was gonna like try to get his get back. What I thought it was gonna be was him going to like harass her, like maybe bringing his father and his own solicitors, because she was kind of announcing that he needed to go, and it was just a conversation between the two of them. And West had already left. So I was afraid that he was going to bring it to her. But it happening at Jenner's was just, it was everything. It was perfect. It was so perfect. I love that.
So good.
Yeah, I was like, Sebastian's not going to let anything happen to his daughter. Like, you need to call your dad. I'm like, you need to call your dad.
Yeah.
Jeez. It's so good. It's so good. I think we saw like everything. Like I love a winter, even just the mention of Winterborns. We saw Merritt. Like we saw everybody had a little role, a little dash in their romance. So it did kind of feel, it wasn't a second chance for them, but it felt like it was, and it felt like a mature. Like,
I love a wedding. I love a wedding scene, and talking about Gabriel, the way he looked when Pandora walked down the aisle. Like, it was just like,
I know. That was fun to see in their wedding.
And how incredible. I was so curious to see, or I would have been so curious to see what people made of the fact that, we had talked about this last time, how people were so surprised that Hello Stranger came out before Devil's Daughter, and how interesting it was that Kleypas opted to take Devil's Daughter, and it's happening, during Devil's Daughter and Hello Stranger. It just happened interesting that she interwove those three together.
That is good.
And that's what I was gonna say about like all of the moments with seeing all of the rest of the crew that we've seen and all the families. Like I feel like because Hello Stranger kind of like we talked about during that live show, like kind of doesn't have a lot of the influence of the other Ravenels or any of the other people until towards like the end and stuff. So this one I feel like she just pumped it back in with all of them again, seeing everybody on the page. It was fun.
It was so lovely. Yeah. And can we talk about Daisy's book with the vampire?
That was so fun.
I know.
Based on the character off of Sebastian.
Yes. Wait, what was it called? The Duke of Desire or something like that? The Duke of Desire. We need to find it.
I forget. Because doesn't he tell Sebastian about it, and he's like, "I would read it."
Yeah,
it was something like the Undead Duke or something.
Yes,
something like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then I think Lillian said something like more like Pain in the Neck Duke or something.
Their little love-hate friendship is
yes.
We needed that book. I'm like, I want to read that for this like spooky season.
Like have
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
That'd be so fun.
I love
this
that
part.
scene,
I forgot about this part when she goes up to him and goes to grab him, and then it's actually Ethan who turns around. I was like, oh, I forgot about that part.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love that.
That was crazy.
He did infuse the books because they would remember. Even Wes said that they looked kind of similar.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But I love how Wes comes in there right away. He's like, "What's happening? What's going on?"
That was so dear.
Dating us, I was like, "What are you gonna do this time, Lisa?" Because there were no fires. I was just waiting for it. And I thought he would have done that, like if I can't have the land or some weird crap. Because I'm like, this sniveling dude is not gonna go quietly. Like I knew that. I just didn't know he's gonna be such a baby to go cry to Sebastian about it.
But I did kind of like I can kind of see, because Phoebe talks about how her first husband was like the first son or whatever, and like this Edward was like the so many son of somebody who's not inheriting anything. So you get that like desperation of him really wanting, like he's gonna inherit now and have all of this and have this land. So you can kind of see obviously his trash, but like you can kind of see where he's coming from, you know, like why he's so desperate to make that happen.
And how he fooled himself into like, I'm doing what's the right thing to do. I'm doing the respectable thing. I've been here. I'll be good to you and your sons. I'll run everything. Like I'm the man. Like I could see how he fooled himself.
Right.
And the people around him allowed him to think that what he was doing was okay. And I like how she just schooled him and whittled him down to size.
Yeah. Because like he didn't love her. They wouldn't have been in love. Like sure, maybe you wouldn't have treated her horribly, but you wouldn't have been like a partner that she would want, that you'd hope somebody would want and, you know, marry, you know, later.
And he even admitted that he still loved the mistress, but he just, he admitted,
like, obviously we'd never marry.
I'm ashamed of my feelings for her.
Like, dude,
we're not going to talk about the fact that she was 17, but whatever.
Right.
I was so disgusted. I was like, okay, we get it, Lisa. You're driving it home, you know?
Yeah.
Lisa.
Yeah.
Rachel. Well, did anybody else's like stomachs drop when Ethan initially says the name of the child is Henry?
Yes.
Yes. And I was like, don't, like the first time I read it, I was like, don't do this and make the first, like I hate when authors make the first husband or previous marriage like trash. And it's like, don't do that. Don't do that to us. Like that it was his.
Yeah.
And I needed her to follow up with like, he was with me by my side the whole, because I was like, really? Same. Because I'm like, this is gonna undercut everything. Like, we don't need that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because I thought she might have taken that angle to make him feel better about his past.
Right.
And I was like, we don't got to do that. And I'm glad she didn't. Yeah. Because I was like, oh, Henry.
I know. Yeah. Like your stomach dropped, like Bea was saying.
Totally.
Yeah. Absolutely. But then that's kind of why I think Henry, maybe he did know because of like, and he just thought it was okay because of men at the time. And just, you have these mistresses and side pieces. And like, then the way kind of his mother too felt about, like, she wasn't modern of the time. So, you know, that she wrote or raised him. So I feel like he maybe was okay with his friend having like, oh, that makes sense. You have a person on the side, but you're going to marry for not love, but just like financial situation, you know? So I feel like he maybe did.
He know that he was going to take from his own son's trust?
I don't
think that part. No. But I think he knew he had a lady over there.
Oh yeah, probably.
I think he knew too. I think he knew too, in part because even if it was like, let's pretend he thought it was unsavory. I mean, the fact that she even says like he didn't like to think about anything that wasn't pleasant. I was like, well, that's a problem. he's the guy that's going to put his head in the sand. He just doesn't want to. He can't handle anything.
Yeah.
So if you were to hear something bad like that, the immediate thing would be like, okay, take care of it. I don't want to think about it.
And he would know, even if he wasn't in the ledgers and all of that. Like the woman had been living there. And it was repairs on their land, so Henry would know about it. So that part.
Well, so maybe he was like, well, as long as Phoebe and my sons are taken care of, and you still have money to set aside over here, like you're still taking care of them too. Like maybe he was just like, you know,
maybe that's one of the reasons why he really wanted to make sure that Edward was going to marry Phoebe, so that
he could still handle both.
Phoebe to step in and say, all these men need to sit down because this is what I want.
Yeah. And she's like, girl and little Henry, you guys can stay here. You can move in.
Yeah,
I can go. Let me help you.
Yeah, right.
I got some brothers.
Right. And I love how that meant so much to Ethan, because you think about Ethan's background.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know?
That was Ethan.
See, again, just like Rachel said, critical moment, Ethan coming in. Most important moment. No.
The full circle.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I love how he kind of internalized that. He was like, okay. You know, he got a sense of her character, but coming from someone who, you know, anyway, I'm just reading.
Which I feel like you wouldn't get if you didn't read his book, you know what I mean? Like that's why I feel like these series are so important to read in order.
Yes.
Because you get all these moments.
I wouldn't have been able to get. I'm interested in the only reread that I'm going to have is Devil in Disguise. And so I went into that really not because Sebastian isn't called Sebastian and Lord St. Vincent, that's a different name. So I didn't even know who she's the daughter of in that book. And I don't think I'm going to be interested in seeing if I like it more or if I'm getting more from it after having read everything, because I know it wouldn't have hit the same. Because we're reaching all the way back to the Wallflowers in this.
Absolutely. Yes. Okay, just on this one. Wasn't about to comment because I'm in bed and watching my phone. Oh, thank you so much for commenting and watching us. Yeah, go reread it. I love that.
Please
thank
do.
you. Thanks
for watching good. The audiobook. I wish I would have listened to it the entire time. I got towards the end because she does such. It's very cozy.
It is very cozy.
It's very cozy. I need to get back to what is it? The Grand Palace at the Thames. That
Julian Long.
Yeah.
Because I like how that's narrated too. It's just very like that voice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice.
This part was interesting too about West and Devon. They both married widows.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. Same.
Interesting.
Sure do. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They did. And took on. They both did that and took on a lot.
Estates and things. And that's true.
Such good men.
And Sebastian was like, "You'll get her out of Essex." Sebastian just wanted something different for his daughter. He's like, "This is not it." It's so funny. And he probably left it alone because that's his daughter, because of Evie. But like, he was just like,
and the fact that he goes so quickly right after she sends that letter. And she's like, "Oh, I thought you were going to reply." And he goes, "This is my reply."
Yeah.
Took him a day. There you go.
Amazing.
There he is.
Connections.
Yep.
Yes.
I loved it. It really did. It had everything. And I also think it wrapped up, because I was asking myself, like, do I think it wrapped up? Of course, I wanted to see Edward get his. But I think it wrapped up well. Like, they didn't drag it out. I love how she asked him, and that Sebastian played a role in it, and it was in Jenner's, and we didn't have to have too much of a peril. We had some gunslinging, but everyone was okay.
And overall it is a more quiet book. But it's still just paced so well, and the characters are so well developed that you don't need all of that.
We really did it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I kept thinking it was coming, and I'm like, this is good. Like, let's just, let's not burn down Jenner's. Like, I just didn't know what was going to happen, and I'm so happy.
Yeah. Ooh, I like this. That I think I've heard one of these podcast interviews with Lisa.
Oh, cool.
And then, Mary Jane Wells, and that they discuss this book a bit.
Oh, I would love that.
I like that. Yeah. I don't think I've heard one with Mary Jane Wells, but I've heard clippets of one from Lisa Kleypas a while back.
Oh, okay.
Any sort of like article about just her thought process. Spotify. I would love to hear Spotify.
Yeah.
Nice. Awesome. Thank you. Oh, I want to.
Okay, we'll check that out. Yeah. Oh, see, I love Mary Bailog's books so much. They definitely are cozy, more like little slice of life moments. Like, there's not like low angst for the most part. I love hers.
She just had a scene, and it's like, it's been some I do want to finish I'm reading for Historical Hellions.
Ooh.
Teresa.
Which one?
Yeah,
Teresa Medeiros.
I thought she was reading right then. She's like, "Hold on, I just got to finish this chapter."
I know. My chapter.
I love Teresa Medeiros. Love Teresa Medeiros.
Yeah.
They're just like, they're fun. Like,
they're so fun. I was like, this month we're reading the one that's the time travel, where the heroine's a witch from the Salem witch trials and comes to the future. Well, future like 90s.
Isn't that cool? And there's 2 in that series. So I'm like, I'm just reading these.
I can't wait to binge them. Yeah.
She kind of does it all, huh? Because like I love her like vampire.
Yes.
Me too.
Same.
Obsessed with that duet. And like, she was.
She's had Regency, medieval.
Right? Yeah, Teresa Medeiros. You got to read so it's very like historical, like gothic vibes.
Paranormally gothic,
Yeah. You don't quite know what's like going on. It's paranormal. It's
Oh, if you haven't read Yours Until Dawn by her, B, you would love it. Don't like read too much about it. Just oh my god, it's one of my.
I haven't. I have the book in this. I have the step back because
so good.
Okay, so
Beauty and the Beast ish, and that's all I'll say. It's so good.
Sayla.
It's so good. Oh, you'd love it. You'd love it.
I just wish that she had audiobooks. That's the only thing about her.
Oh
book.
no, it's not an audio. I was just looking.
No.
Yeah, her books don't have audio.
But it's so good. But she does everything, like Western, Regency, medieval. They're so good.
She's doing it all. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Anyways, but this was a fun live show.
It was.
And whose is it on? So we have Chasing Cassandra next month in November. Is that on?
Channel.
Okay, I was gonna say, is it on Tiffany's? Okay.
And the Cinderella dress.
That dress is so gorgeous.
Love this, the vibe of this cover and the step back.
I can't wait to see, because each book has just felt like, I do agree with, like, it gets cooking. Like book 3, it's like, okay. So I'm interested to see like where I land, because I feel like now I have to finish them to really like rank them, because I keep thinking one is my favorite.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Looking at the synopsis of this, it's tends to be at Twilight vibes.
Oh, because you haven't read it either. Okay.
Tom Severin is the hero in the next book?
Mm-hmm.
What?
Yeah. We got our railway magnet.
Look at it. I love it.
That little butthead. Are you serious?
Yeah.
How does Cassandra how did they meet? Tell me.
You gotta read it.
Oh my God.
It's gonna be good. So this live show is November 16th.
November 16th.
Yeah, November 16th. Oh yeah, it's a good one.
I really love this one, so I'm very, very excited.
A lot of people like Marion Winterborn and this one, Chasing Cassandra, a lot of people's favorites in the whole series.
Because Cassandra's a little, because from what I know of her now, just seeing her like just at the hip with like Phoebe, she's mischievous, and Tom is a mess. So like I just like see how this.
She's Pandora's twin, so we know that.
How does this even happen? And can he afford her? Is this a good match? What is going on? What's Tom?
Isn't she a curvy heroine too?
Yeah, it's not on the book. I've heard that.
Yeah. I think that's what I've heard. But
Tiffany's gonna start reading tomorrow.
Yes. Usually I get a couple chapters at the end of each book. Wait, do I? This one, usually I get a couple chapters. I don't have that in this one. And we get a recipe. So the recipe at the end of this one is
puree something.
Yeah, the puree of spring vegetable soup.
Yeah,
sounds good. Actually,
that actually sounds so good. Yeah.
It's a whole garden in the bowl, as they say.
Which, usually the other books have kind of set up the next couple, but this one, we just kind of
this one doesn't
blindly jump into this one.
So I didn't even know Tom was gonna be a thing, and so my gosh,
yes,
yeah, it's gonna be fun.
And his 5 emotions.
Yeah. I'm so excited. I'm excited for you guys to read this one for the first time.
No, I'm really
me too. I'm like, I don't even know what to think.
Me neither. Yeah.
Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, this is so fun. This is gonna be so
November
fun.
will be fun then.
Yes, it will. People like, how is Tom getting up? Like, where? I need to see what this meet cute is. I can't.
I'm excited. Okay, well, I think that's all that we have today then, right? Yeah. I think we're good. So thank you, everybody, for joining us on this Sunday and to chat about Phoebe and West. It was so fun, and that we all loved it.
Yes, it keeps getting better and better. This has been so fun. Thank you for joining us. This is the best. I feel like it's the best way for me to read these for the first time. I'm loving it.
I love being able to like discuss them afterwards. It's so fun.
Yes.
So thank you, everybody, and we'll see you November 16th on Tiffany's channel for Chasing Cassandra.
Bye. Bye. Oh my.